And it's the light skin news with Aaron Harley.
Uh, all right. Let's see. What is there is none. All right, Hollywood is shut down. Everything's shut down. Uh, Beyonce and Drake, of course, are still on tour. They are doing really well, and I mean that is it. However, in other light skin news, I have a record coming out on Monday called Contour. Please check that out on all streaming platforms starting Monday. But besides that, ain't really nothing.
Whoop whoop.
No news.
What's it called again?
Contour, Contour.
Sounds French. Is it
Um,
French?
Maybe.
Contour.
Possibly.
I mean, contour is like makeup. It's makeup that
Oh,
you
all
know.
right.
It's what
I
women
actually
do to
really,
make
really
themselves feel better.
enjoy that song. Like the song. Like I mean, when you dropped it, I was like, when I heard it, I was like, oh, oh,
Y- Yeah, you gotta have a little message for the women out here.
yeah.
You gotta understand that you're beautiful already. You don't need to go out in the world and show a face that isn't yours. Just
Oh, so you
be
something
you.
like no makeup.
No. I'm just saying, like the makeup that we all put on, when
The
we go
mask.
outside. Just the mask that we all wear.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So
just
it's not directly about makeup. It's just about the facade that we clean
It's to make
ourselves
people
with.
basically, yeah,
understand what you're
yeah.
talking about, the mask that you wear, pretty much.
I don't wear
Yeah.
a mask.
Well, no, yeah, you're an exception to the.
No, that was a lie. I wear a mask all the time.
Because you're dark skinned?
No, everybody, fuck you. Everybody thinks I'm
He
I'm
said
an
that too
angry,
fast.
angry, mean person, and I'm not. That's my mask.
I like,
Like
yeah,
Lester
I
Holt?
guess so. I guess that's what it is. Yeah, I guess for me, I never really seen the angry.
I missed the
meme.
bit. Y'all supposed to say. Okay, never mind.
I got that.
I said like Lester Holt.
I don't know what that means.
Wait,
I couldn't respond to that. Like, what the fuck that means?
It's a reporter.
Oh, and Jamie
Oh.
Foxx has been spotted outside. He went to go play golf. He was on a yacht. He looks healthy, looks great. He recovered. So that is at least good positive news.
That's good.
yeah, that is
That
really
is.
good. That's really good.
Was he singing?
Nah, he was just he was on a golf course swinging golf clubs. He was on the back of a yacht, waving to the crowd.
And now
He
I don't
looked
feel
he
sorry for
looked
him
good.
anymore.
Yeah, he looked great.
Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of pumped that up to something that it wasn't, and like that's
Right.
it. It happens.
No,
a
it's just
lot.
everyone does things for clicks. Everyone wants
Yeah.
the headline that someone is doing bad about someone that people care about, so they could get more clicks, get more traction, and that's just how you know that fake news is really. I mean, one thing that Donald Trump did create that whole fake news bit. It's real. I
Yeah.
mean, half of the news is fake. It's not real, and it's just you just can't really believe damn
Everything.
near anything you see,
Yeah.
even on major news networks. It's just all who knows anymore.
I think Nas said it best in his song, the Fox News song that he did. Like he
Yeah.
exposed it all. I
Sly Fox.
Slog Fox. There you go. There's what
Cyclops locked in the idiot box.
Yep. I mean, like literally, like so. Has been being said for a long time. The fake news.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't
Trump
that
just
new about
blew
this
it up.
shit?
Trump just blew it up. Is really what it boils down to.
He just tried to corner. He just tried to. Yeah, I ain't gonna get on.
Yep, yep. We'll go down a whole Trump road. Like we not gonna do.
I'm not. I mean, I don't have. I don't
Vote
hate.
for Pence.
I don't hate. I don't hate Trump as much as everybody else does. But
No, I don't anymore. Now that I've like researched things on my own and
Yeah.
yeah,
like
but he
sure,
would. But he's not a genius.
He's not
nothing
like
that.
the smartest guy
Yeah.
in the world. He's
Yes.
an idiot for sure.
I,
Yes.
And
I
ignorant.
disliked the man before he was in office, so it's
Oh, yeah,
it's a
100%. He was-
strong dislike for him.
Yeah, he was ignorant
I
for
don't trust him.
sure.
Yeah.
However, I don't trust any politician,
Facts.
and at least I knew that he was probably going to do things to make himself richer.
You knew
and
what he was
whatever.
gonna do. You knew what his plans
Yeah, like
were.
it was cool. Like I get it. You're an asshole, and I already don't trust you. But fuck, at least you are. At least I know where I'm at with you. Whereas other politicians, they have the smile. They say things you want to hear, then they do a complete 180 when they get in office. You knew where he was going with it, so I appreciated that at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Don Lemon.
I still think he was. You use these references. I don't know what the fuck to say about him. What the fuck does Don
Psycho
Lemon
J.
have to do with
Psycho
anything
J.
that was just
Only
said?
Psycho J.
But nah, but the fuck like when Trump goes off on those little tangents and stuff, I do think that's a facade. I think he's trying to, trying to lead you down a different, trying to make you think something that's not really happening. You know what I mean? I think he lies just as much, if not more, than a regular politician, anyways.
Like a boiled egg.
Right?
Yeah, well, we on that note, we're gonna go ahead. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and side note that because, honestly, I feel like that is getting a little bit into some crazy. We can really go on and on about
Mike's
that.
hard.
I'll just say this: he plays games just like everybody else play games. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Mike's hard.
Absolutely. Well, nope. I do not co-sign that.
Bernie Sanders.
I do have one question about Trump. Like, if he ever, I know it's never going to happen.
That he's orange.
If he did go to jail, like, do you know how ill that would be to have like a Secret Service dude guarding your jail door? Like, he's gonna be
the highest guarded.
Oh, wait a minute.
He will be the highest guarded person in prison.
He won't. No, he won't. He won't be in a maximum facility. Come on now.
They're not gonna put him in a facility. He be at home.
The minimum thing. You know where they got the golf carts and all that shit. With
yeah,
all
but
that
I would if I was Trump, I would want to be like, I'd be selling commissary to people, and if they don't pay him, send the Secret Service guy to go collect my money.
Think about it. Look at Martha Stewart, y'all. Like, legit, she came out and like hooked up with Snoop Dogg and like they'll be like legit. Like, she came out.
I know,
hard.
because she was a thug. She ain't snitch on nobody.
Right.
They were like, "Where'd you get your stock tips from?"
Bro, she came out hard.
I realized
she was
like
a thug. She ain't snitch on nobody and came out making cookies. She's
right. Facts. She still did her thing when she came out. Matter of fact, she's probably richer now than what she was.
Like, I realized,
like,
I now want to paint myself orange now, like everything
Jesus.
orange.
You're already halfway there. You only a couple shades away.
Well, that's true. I mean, but I gotta dye my hair like dark orange.
And you got to shave the front of your head so it's
Yeah,
flop.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
gotta float in the
But
wind.
I mean,
I
look,
gotta
where
do
are we
like a
going with
cobra
this?
sack. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. When we talking about Jamie Foxx,
Yeah,
what the fuck happened there?
What happened? Where Trump come from?
I happened. That's what happened.
All right, yeah,
Nice.
yeah, Jesus.
But nah, I mean, that was basically the news. Hollywood shut down. The
Does
writers'
anybody know
strike.
why Hollywood shut down? You want to give?
No,
us
it
that?
was the writer's strike. So it started with the writer's strike. How they're not getting paid enough. Hollywood CEOs of different companies are making hundreds of $millions of salary every year, while these guys are only making like $30,000 for writing the things that we all love and enjoy. So their contract was up, and they were trying to get a little bit more money. We have streaming networks we're providing for. We're not getting any residual money back from all of these streaming companies. We want a more of the piece of the pie. And Hollywood, was prolonging that. And then another deadline came up with SAG. And so now actors are in support of the writers. So this new movie, Oppenheimer, came out, and Robert Downey Jr. and whatever. And in the middle of the premiere, once the SAG people went on strike, every actor left the premiere before the movie even started.
Yep, and then I've seen in news that a couple of movies that were being made at this moment literally just stopped.
Yeah, like Deadpool 3, a few other
3,
things.
Yep, it's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just Hollywood being greedy, even Bob Iger,
who's surprised though? Like legit.
I know, but Bob Iger, who's the CEO of Disney, who has a net worth of $670 million, after this whole strike happened a few days ago, he went and recorded a video on his own private golf course, of course, and was saying, I don't understand where these people are coming from. I think they're being greedy. Like, bro, you just sound out of touch. They just want more of a piece of a pie. In order for a TV show or a movie to even start filming, there needs to be a script. And if the script isn't good, you're not making the movie. So you're making millions and millions of dollars off of someone else's writing.
Right.
And you're giving them literally pennies of the dollar.
Well, ain't it also the AI situation?
Yeah, and AI is being used to make scripts, and sure, I get that. However, it's just a weird scenario. I would be mad if I wrote a script for a $500 million movie, and the lead actor got like $20 million, and I only made like $5,000. Like
Right.
I'm fighting somebody.
Why is it that we're literally living in this time where it's like like nobody understands that this has to happen like regularly because
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it's in every industry like you have to have that union type of uh, involvement and presence for there to be any checks and checks and balances,
Checks
if you
and
will,
balances, yeah.
for when it comes to the workforce. I mean, it like you have to have that. If you
For
don't,
sure.
we're gonna go back to the
People are
1800s
railroading
and
other
shit.
people, yeah, like legit.
Like I saw someone. It was like the lead actor of Gilmore Girls or whatever, which is on Netflix, and Netflix makes around $100 million a year
Yeah.
off of that show. And this guy's residual checks every year only equals to 25 grand.
That's
crazy.
fucked up, man.
That's crazy.
Like legit, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
Like,
so
all
that's
the
like
work
what
they
their
put into
problem
that.
is. Like we have all these streaming platforms using all of the stuff that we've helped build and create, and we are getting paid next to nothing while you guys are already rich and continue to get richer.
Right. I
It's just
use
it's
AI, y'all. Like legit, my job is starting to use it at work actually, and
Yeah.
I use it to rewrite my resume. Quite
Oh,
literally.
100%. I tried it out. I was just asking questions, and I was like, write me a resume for this, and it did. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
goddamn, that kind of better than mine, ain't
How
that?
did-
Right, that's better than what I got written down. Like I'm.
How did y'all do that? Because
I have it. I'll show you. I'll
Okay,
show
yeah.
you.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't looked into it.
you can sign up for it. It's called Chat GBT. It's you can type it in Google.
What?
Yeah, chat
Chat.
G.
Oh,
GBT.
I thought you said shat. I'm like, holy,
No,
like
no,
the
no.
past tense of
CHAT.
shit.
Chat GBT.
Okay.
It's
Chat.
one of the biggest AI platforms out right now.
Yeah.
You can literally type any question in it,
Quite
have
literally.
it do any. I've even said, write me a chapter about a story, and I just said something random, and
Yeah.
it literally wrote me an entire chapter.
And it made fucking sense. That's the
yeah,
thing.
no,
for
and
me.
it had characters, it made sense.
All of it.
It was great.
It's great. Like you don't understand like how many people are about to become authors because like legit like
I
this
don't
thing
like
is
that.
writing it for you. And
I don't like that
it's-
at all, man. Because the whole point of like creativity and all this stuff.
It's putting your own shit into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's creating code as well. If you say I need code created to do this on a website, it will literally
it'll do
create
it.
the code, and you
Okay.
can copy and paste it in your website, and it'll do
Yeah.
it for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I mean,
legit.
yeah.
So it makes it to where it, like I said, it just makes life so much easier. We talked about this at work the other day, how everybody's using these apps and doing all this stuff. It's taking the knowledge away from the people that like already have this pre-knowledge. Like some people can actually just legit do what the AI does, right? We all can. We are all capable of doing it. But now it's making it to where we're all lazy to the fact. So that means if you don't use it, you lose it, and that's just facts. And now
I've had it write me a
chorus.
chorus. I've had it write me a chorus to a song
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
and it was solid.
Yeah.
So I think that there's benefits with it, but there's definitely a lot of negatives. There's definitely a lot of job security. People are going to lose a lot of jobs due to it.
Right. Right. Because you won't be needed any longer.
It's like the ongoing of basically like people who don't who get to pretend their own life. You know what I mean?
Excuse
Like
me.
I don't like that thought. Is that like okay, you don't have to really put any creative work into becoming something that is on the same level of the people who got you into what you was trying to do, right? Like
Right.
it's like a saxophone player, and he goes to AI and he gets his whole thing written out or whatever, of good solo or John Coltrane type of solo or something, and then be like, okay, well I'm as good as Coltrane now, like, and then everybody agrees because there's nobody striving to, I mean, it just takes all the genuineness out of art and creativity.
Yeah, but like in terms of like the Hollywood thing, if I was one of these CEOs there, even though I would personally be like, yeah, we got to pay these guys, I see the other side of it where it's like, why would I pay you like $1 million more than I have to when I can just type something on my computer
Right.
and get it done for free in seconds?
but it's still not going to be as genuine
Yeah.
as
No,
the
it's
real
not. And of
person
course,
doing it.
you can still like it's just like a blueprint. It's giving you a rough outline. You can switch things out, cross things out,
Yeah, you
put your
still
own
have to
spin
do the
on it.
work. You still have to do the
Yeah,
work
but it
behind it.
just removes a ton of time. I don't have to pay you for your time, and I can
Hmm.
get it done in half the time that you would get.
So are you seeing or foreseeing that the writers are going to necessarily get booted out of their jobs because of
No,
this
of course
AI?
not. Because I mean, with SAG in there, Hollywood can't work without its actors.
Okay.
Right.
So writers is one thing, but actors are
A whole
another
nother
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Can't
You
nothing be
can't
made
have
without.
nothing act. I mean, like unless you're gonna make everything like anime type shit
Yeah, but
or like that
Right.
realistic
I
stuff.
don't.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but
You
even
can't do that.
talk shows have been on hiatus ever since the writers' strike.
I,
So there hasn't been a Jimmy Kimmel, a Jimmy Fallon, whatever. There hasn't been zero late night talk shows
right.
for the past
Right.
three
Yeah.
months because of it all.
There's.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that entertainment in general is just not going to be.
The same.
Well, not only it's not going to be profitable. It's not going to be. It's going to fall by the wayside.
Are you thinking that it's gonna fall as in like the how they make big money kind of?
It,
It's got all that's
there
gonna
won't be big
subtract?
money anymore because when everything is going to be that easily approached and like all the good ideas and all that stuff we're going to see them in the first year or two, and then everything's going to become like tropes. Like it's going to be everything's going to seem the same.
It's all in
I
how
think
you worded in that AI though too. You can get different results. From
I don't
that
think
AI.
so. I think at a certain point, everything's gonna be like, well, I expect this and I expect that, and if you don't give me what I expect, then I'm not gonna want it. See, like there's gonna be less people who want to be surprised, who want to be felt, who want to feel something that they didn't expect to feel. Where it's like
I think
they're
that's
gonna
like
be
that's half the issue. I don't think that will be a problem. I think with the down, a lot of box office sales have been down. I think it's more so due to the woke culture inside of movies now.
Mm.
That is the reason why people aren't really wanting to go to the movies no more. Like, I don't want to see all that. Like, let me guess, this person is going to be all of a sudden stronger than this person that we've already grown to love. It's just woke culture is killing movies. Movies aren't funny no more because we
right,
don't want to
right, yeah.
to offend
Yeah,
a certain
offend
Yeah.
part of
somebody.
culture.
Yeah, it was
Again,
so much better. Like in the '80s, '90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when-
Like all
Yeah,
that stuff was not. We weren't sensitive to this stupid shit. We see that you're not talking directly to us. You know what I'm saying? You're just
it
making
was
a joke.
it was okay to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like now it's like everything has to reach a certain level of comfort for it to even be
Right. I
accepted.
have a friend that
It's
I,
like,
I deal with
I'm
that
not paying
says
money for that
like
shit.
she said one of the things that she tells herself all the time, do it scared. And like I feel like that's something really big. Like I feel like you should do everything scared. Like I mean if you're not scared to do it, that means it's something that's simple to do, right? And it's if you're I feel like I get jitters when I get stuff that is new that I'm about to do. I start getting jitters. If I don't get those jitters, there's a problem. That means that I'm not really about to get anything from this.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's why like first movies like Jordan Peele when he made
Yeah, Jordan
Get
Peele's
Out.
Mills Boy is like he
Yeah,
breaks you sit
his
down and
first
think.
one, his first one was great. It was white people taking over black people's minds or bodies and whatever. It was cool. That's how he got on the map.
Right.
But now it's starting to feel
He's
a
starting to fade
little
off.
bit less. Like
Yeah.
it's less impactful that it was, and
Yeah.
it's woke culture. Everyone's just terrified to
Which one is this?
offend.
This is us or something like that. What is that? Is that what it is? It's one when the little girl in the
This
mirror
is
and
us
that
was
body.
yeah. This is us was the second one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one right there, that's where I fell off with him. Like I'm just like, this is not really. It's not scary. It's more of a jump scare situation. But it's like it's not scary to me. And I'm trying to understand. Like I mean, it's kind of creepy, but
Yeah, and
it's
the
not-
last one he made was weird. I didn't like it either. But yeah, it's like the first movies when you're a starving director and you're trying to get on the map, then you take risk.
Yeah.
You
Right, he
appeal
did that
to
in Get
appeal
Out.
to the culture.
And you know
you're not
what?
afraid to offend.
If we're gonna be completely honest about it, there was probably after he did that and broke out like that, he probably got hit with that woke culture so heavy
Yeah.
on his next product. So he was like, okay, well, I just have to do what I did last time because I can't do anything
Exactly.
else because I'm
Because
too
it's all
afraid
about
of
the
taking
dollar.
risks.
Like
Exactly.
if I don't do this, then I
See,
can't make this $200 million movie.
entertainment.
But
So I'm
why
going
does
for
it
the
have
deal.
to be that? You see what I'm
Entertainment
saying? Like
is
it's
not
all
gonna
about
work.
if he's going to be a person that puts out stuff that it makes you sit down and think and be real, you have to sit down and really be real with yourself. Like that's
No,
just
you just
period.
have to. You have to.
I
You have
bet
to
you he
do a
did
Tyler
though.
Perry move. You have to own your own studio. You have to be
I
willing to
get you
invest
because
your own
not many
money.
people were willing to take on Tyler Perry after a few episodes, a
I
few
bet you.
things of Adia. So
I bet you.
Yeah.
I bet you. Jordan Peele has a whole book of ideas that is probably amazing.
For sure.
He's like, I can't, I
I
can't
can't
risk
do it
it.
because this is
I can't risk it.
the road.
Like
that I've
even
already
Tropic
taken.
Thunder with Robert Downey as a black man. Like that shit
That's
was
classic.
That's
hilarious.
classic.
That's
And you
classic.
don't think? And I'm pretty sure they have a million more ideas
Yeah.
similar to that or better than that, and that can't be made again. Like Jamie Foxx has a movie that's already been done. It was supposed to be released like for the past 2 years, and Robert Downey's in it. He's supposed to play like a Mexican guy, and it was Jamie Foxx who said it's like the funniest movie he's ever did, but he's afraid to put it out because of cancel culture.
Right.
Fuck that. That's my biggest problem. Is like I feel like us 80 babies and 90s babies, we need to say fuck all this cancel culture
Well,
shit.
what's going to happen? What's going to happen is
because we so
eventually,
real.
eventually, like these ideas are going to get
It's
so
scary.
played out that the amount of money that you could make, that you can make at that time, is going to be so low that they'll probably come out with some really good stuff. Because if you say, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna put out what I want, that means you don't care about the money no more.
Right.
And
It's
and
about
that's what it's
bringing
gonna
back
take.
the culture of movies, of
Right.
good movies, good
And that's what it's going to take.
writing, good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, it's the same thing as, like, with you, Aaron, like, in your music, you're bringing back good R&B music. Like, it's so much stuff that I feel like has gotten lost because of all these cultures that's out here, all these
Dude.
people that call themselves to be, woke or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, some of the stuff, I can get jiggy with some of the stuff that they do, what they're talking about. I hear you. But when you're pushing it too far, you're doing too much. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
it's
you
too
can't.
far.
Well, even people that if you're not super wealthy or already have a contract in place, like Dave Chappelle, he already made his money. He had to do these
Right.
specials
That's-
anyway, so
that's
he can
what happened.
say
Yeah.
whatever he wants to do. But now, like he said, he had a movie and that was doing well in festivals, but then they stopped showing it because of the transgender things. Kevin Hart,
See,
he got in trouble for a joke he said a few years ago.
He
He said,
did.
"I'm not apologizing."
they made it
All
to
right,
where
cool,
that
then
man
we're
did not go on the award show, like, legit.
Yeah,
Like,
so we're not gonna let you host this anymore since you won't apologize. So it's just some people have no fear or don't care about cancel culture, but
There's gonna be-
still, yeah, there's
they get
repercussions
blocked.
regardless.
They get blocked
anyway, yeah.
because of it. They don't get to go out in the mainstreams because of it. That's
There's gonna
still
be certain-
bullshit.
There's gonna be certain mainstream, like non-mainstream crafts that's gonna be the only place where you can be creative now. Like stand-up comedians will always be.
But
be it.
even like I said, like he was just saying, that they are not going to be able to go outside of that one little craft. And even if
That's
they
what I'm-
in
but,
that craft,
that's
it's
what I'm
being
saying.
pinpointed.
Right.
It's being
No,
pinpointed.
but that's what I'm saying. Like there's only gonna be certain places, certain trades or crafts or whatever that are going to be.
But
be
they scrutinize
able to
the-
be a
They
creative.
scrutinize the comedians too
No,
now.
no, because they're scrutinizing them on the big level. The clubs will stay the same. The clubs will stay the same because
Yeah, because the clubs be
Yeah,
they be lit.
you can't
I
stop
love going
this
to the
shit.
comedy caravan. Like,
you can't stop this
legit.
shit. You know what happens when a woke sensitive motherfucker goes to comedy club? They
They
fucking
get talked
get
about.
booted out,
They
and
get
you know what I'm
talked
saying?
about hard.
You can't survive in the motherfuckers.
They ride you out.
Exactly.
Well, not only that, I think it's only like woke culture is super dangerous and toxic online, but half of them will never be have enough courage to say the shit in your face. They're
Bitch
just gonna-
culture.
Right.
they're-
I've
yeah,
been
they're gonna be
saying that for
quiet
years.
and write about it online. But it's just
I've been saying
another
that for
thing I
years.
haven't-
It's bitch
Yeah, but
culture.
there's another thing I have an issue with, and it might not be the greatest thing to say, but I'm going to say it. I just wish that certain organizations preferably like the gay community or trans community, which I respect. I love them all. They don't make it.
I love them all.
It's not like an open discussion. It's like either you agree or you don't, and then we're just going to attack you. There's no like. It's that's how I just don't feel like that
You're not
organization is
giving me a
going to.
choice in the matter.
So
It's not only
so
that,
you say
it's just not genuine. It's not like a genuine response like, oh
right,
yeah, we all love you, it's great.
right.
It's like, no, we all love you because we're afraid to even like give an opinion on something. Like if someone was to say, uh like, should trans women be able to compete with women in sports? It's like offensive if I say no, no, nigga, you were born as a man. You are still as strong as one, if not with more hormones. How are you
It's not
going
fair,
to
right?
like compete with this woman?
That's true.
And like when you were a man, you were number 100th in the country, and now you're a woman, and now you're number one.
Right.
Like, well, like the fuck, like what we
Yeah.
doing? Like
There's
Yeah,
but
it's certain
I think,
things that they gotta. We have to take out.
they just have to
because-
have that open discussion because
Yeah.
Well,
it's
no,
not going to be a genuine
they won't.
reaction and appreciation if it's not.
they
I mean,
won't.
they don't
they
want
won't.
us
They
to be
won't.
genuine, though. That obviously
Exactly.
they don't
But-
want
but,
it.
But it comes down to with those individuals because, like, I mean, like you said, the LGBT and all that stuff. I'm in a different place when it comes to that shit because
I don't know, but I mean, gay people have. I appreciate their movement more because they did it out the mud. They actually, spoke about it over the course of 100 years or
okay,
even more.
okay, but
And they like it was a genuine reaction and
well,
acceptance.
but also that it wasn't like it was the same movement the whole time. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
but it wasn't also like they were trying to convert everyone to be gay. No, they were just like accept us for who we are.
Right.
and
Stop trying to
cool.
change us and
what
make us.
Yeah.
that was like 30 years ago. That's not what the movement stands for right now.
At all.
Is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is when it comes to all that shit, is that I respect the initial thing, but when it like the way I feel about the LGBT and all that is the same way I feel about the feminist movement, the same way I feel about the civil rights movement, and all that stuff. What it stood on at first was legit. Right. What it's become is something that I'm not even going to pretend like I'm cool with. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, like I've even listened to like a trans, it was like a leader or the pioneer of like the trans community just in the past 20 years, and what she said was cool. I was able to get behind it. It was cool, and she didn't agree with half of the things that people are saying.
Right.
Like,
Right.
no, we're not trying to.
Right.
I don't
And that's
want
why
other
I
people to
feel
convert.
as if we need to talk to more of those people because some of them are not on that same.
Some
page.
of them. Hey, I tell you this right now.
There's
I
probably
know
a bigger group than some, but I'm just saying.
majority
like,
of them because real talk. I got people at work, and I got friends who have friends and all that shit. Every time we have those conversations and stuff like that, I've only had one bad experience when it came to having those type of discussions with someone, and this person wasn't even gay. You know,
Right.
it was someone who was all about the LGBTs and all that shit and all this bullshit. But she wasn't even part of the fucking community. She was just, you know what I mean. But because I got gay people in my family,
Right.
none of them believe that bullshit that is basically representing them. The same, and you know what? That's the same feeling I get when I look at certain black people that's representing me.
Yeah.
It's the same thing feminists get when you got certain women who's representing them.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is when I go out and say crazy shit, I'm talking about them motherfuckers. But
I mean, we're talking about
you know what I'm saying?
extreme. We're talking about extremists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Extremists on
Exactly.
both sides. You have the community where it's just they have felt this way their entire life. They had the courage to go out and do it. Cool. I support you. Then you have the extremists who are like, no, I am better than
more.
a woman,
Yeah.
or
Right.
like it's just
Right.
it's
You
like,
have
what
the
are we
ones
what are we
that do
doing
stuff
here?
like what's his name? I forget his name. Nas X. Now a lot of women took
Circus.
offense.
They make a circus
Took
out of shit.
offense to the fact that he's walked around looking like he was pregnant and was just like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? We as women,
circus shit.
as women, we really do carry these children that are, you know what I'm saying, like are a part of this world. You were that child at one point, like
Right.
you like is in other words, you paraded in front of a whole bunch of women that really truly had to go through this, and you like disrupted in our face that, hey, and you made it this thing to go with your album. That pissed me off.
Yeah, like someone posted that they were trying to shut this doctor's office down because it was a trans person, and this OBGYN wouldn't take them in. And in my head when I read it, I'm
Stupid,
like,
right?
nigga, what did you expect, bro?
Right.
Stupid. You know what I mean?
Like
I had a conversation with somebody talking about them being upset, a transgender person being upset because they could not get a pap smear like women get pap smears. I'm like, excuse me?
like I said, it's
Excuse
like
me?
extremists. It's people that are doing things to
And-
potentially just post it online.
Yeah,
And
but
also-
why would you want to go through that for a
But-
woman?
but-
Like,
but
legit
also,
for us,
I
it's traumatizing.
I respect
Right.
the people that do it because it's how they felt their entire life and they wanted to do it. Cool, I get it. They don't try and shove it down your throat,
Right.
or try and post it everywhere, or have picket signs saying trans is coming for your children, or like I get like no.
I feel like
bruh.
I feel like there's like the certain there's always people who want the basic things, right? Just this basic, respect and as a
Yeah.
person, all that stuff. And it's like they can't speak out necessarily against the ones who are the loudest on their behalf, because it's like, okay, well, if I speak out against them, that's
Me going against my own community.
But no, it's not even that. It's me going against the only person that's standing for me right now. Right? You know what I mean?
you.
But
Okay.
in reality, there's those people that standing for you are still crazy motherfuckers that need to be shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but that's everywhere. Like even
Yeah,
like
exactly,
you
exactly.
can't even buy
That's what
a
I mean.
dog, like a brand new dog, without PETA posting it
Right.
saying, "Well, nigga, you could have
Right.
gotten an adopted dog. I didn't want one.
Right.
I
right.
wanted a
Right.
brand new dog."
Right.
You can say the same thing with us with black folk. You know what I mean? Like we got certain people who still to this day is talking about being oppressed and doing all this shit as if we're in the 70s. Like, dude, this is 2023. It's not the same.
That's different. I do
Is
still
it?
feel that. I mean, there definitely is systematic oppression still to this day.
Yeah,
It's
but
a lot
not
of
on the
red
same
lining.
level, man.
The
Like,
Not on
redlining
the
is
same,
nowhere
not on
near the same level.
it's a little different. They want you to conform.
if you want to
to
work,
the
you can
different
go
things. It's
work. You know that, right?
Yeah,
But you
no,
got black
but
people acting like they can't.
But today is the result of 20 years of what, stonewalling and I keep forgetting the word, where they were building up all of these black communities, and they were building great things and building land just to raise the prices so more white people can come in, and kicking out the black people. It's just 20 years.
Right.
Today is a
Redlining.
result of
Redlining.
today is a result of all of that.
Yeah.
So yes, while there may not be as much oppression today, we still have to live with what they've been
oppressed
doing for the past
situations.
20 years.
Okay, so
The
what you're
oppressed
saying is that
situations, for sure.
what you're saying is there's still a problem, right? That's what you're saying. 'Cause I mean,
No, I'm
'cause-
saying, of course, there's still a problem.
Right.
I mean, black people are still majority of the population inside of all prisons, and yeah, I think there is still a problem.
Do you think that those issues right now are because of oppression, or are because of the effects of what has already happened, like a past tense oppression?
No, man, it's been a plan. I mean, they've
No, yeah,
systematically done it. Today is the result of all of that. So
I know.
it's hard.
I'm saying
Right.
is it like because in their plan there's phases, right? So what I'm saying is the phase that we're in now, I don't see that it's them necessarily attacking us. We basically been conditioned to basically destroy ourselves. They're not doing anything to us anymore.
That's it. It's just we're gonna do all of these things leading up to today, and now we're in the plan of, all right, niggas, figure it out.
Yeah, right. So again, it's on us, right? I mean, that's what you're saying. Like at this point now, it's like
100%. But
Right.
America is the GOAT at systematically disabling
no, I agree with that.
groups
I
of people.
yeah, I
So
agree
it's
with
hard
that.
for all of us now to come together
Right.
and be like, oh yeah, we can get it now because they're no longer worried about us. We're not oppressed.
Right.
We can get it now. No,
As
we're
soon
still
as we
dealing
get it,
with,
right? As
yeah,
soon
we're
as we
still
get it,
dealing
they're
with
going to collapse it
generations.
anyway. So, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to collapse it because they're still in the minds of thousands of us,
Yeah,
millions
no,
of
we're
us.
still dealing with
But-
generations of bullshit
Yeah,
that we
al-
still have
also-
to get over.
And yeah, you're right. And what and I guess what I'm the point I'm trying to make is that part of that tool that they're using against us is thinking that we're the victim today. Like we're still being beat on today.
I mean,
and we're not.
how would we not continue to be victims today? Okay, sure, we're not victims today, but we are.
Hold on,
still
y'all. Hold on.
victims.
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close out this segment, and then we're gonna jump into mine because this is actually what's on my mind. So we're gonna go next into
Gotcha.
CJ, what's on CJ's
Cool.
mind. So we'll be back.
Here, can we do that?